So in today's matchup, we have Mecha Godzilla from Ready Player One versus Gipsy Danger from Pacific Rim. And in this matchup, Mecha Godzilla comes into the battle right around 100 feet tall, while Gipsy Danger comes into this battle right under 300 feet tall. Now obviously right off the bat, there is a major size disadvantage for Mecha Godzilla. This is something that I have looked at, and while looking at different clips and pictures of these two, it kind of does throw me off because it looks like I think they're closer in size than what these stats say. Looking at certain aspects such as that Gipsy Danger has the two pilots in the massive head and how big the head of Gipsy looks compared to the person in the Mecha Godzilla, it does make sense in that aspect. While I think they are closer in size than what these stats say, but if these stats are correct, Gipsy Danger is almost 3 times as big as Mecha Godzilla. But ignoring the size for a little bit, Mecha Godzilla has the atomic breath, just like every other Godzilla. It is a very similar atomic breath to the 2014 Godzilla. You see it do a significant amount of damage to the Iron Giant in one scene in particular. This Mecha Godzilla also has finger rockets and has the tail, which can be used just as efficiently as any other Godzilla. And as I mentioned, is one pilot. Gipsy Danger has a few main weapons going into battle. One of those is the chain swords. Another is the plasma cannons. Gipsy also has the nuclear core reactor. And as far as what Mecha Godzilla was able to do in Ready Player One, he was able to fight off the Iron Giant and was able to almost completely destroy the Iron Giant while using the atomic breath on Iron Giant after taking a few punches. Is basically able to melt Iron Giant essentially. Is also able to fight off Gundam. Is able to take a lot of slices from him in particular, and while he kind of loses that battle in one aspect, he does take a lot of slices and keeps going. Gipsy Danger in Pacific Rim was able to take on a lot of different kaiju, was able to kill Knifehead, was able to take down Leatherback, was able to kill Tachi in a long battle, and was also able to take on 2 Cat 4s, Raiju and Scunner at the same time, was able to successfully take down one of them, and then was able to successfully kill the hurt Category 5 Slattern. And if we're looking at these two, if they were just both lined up, size is an obvious advantage to Gipsy Danger, and in some ways you could say this fight is just automatically over because of how much of a size advantage Gipsy Danger has. But in my opinion, I don't think the sizes are as different as they show with these stats, and even if they are, I still do think Mecha Godzilla has a chance in this battle. And especially if they were the same size, I feel Mecha Godzilla could come out with this win. But if we look at what they have, I think speed and agility definitely goes to Mecha Godzilla. Being that smaller size, some of that agility might just be given just because of the smaller size. But definitely is proven through the punches that are thrown from Godzilla and how quickly he's able to bite and grab, that speed and agility definitely goes to Mecha Godzilla. But durability easily goes to Gipsy. Gipsy is able to take on so many kaijus, get thrown around, get bit, scratched, get things thrown at him, and just keeps going forward. But I do think weaponry would have to go to Mecha Godzilla because of those finger rockets, and because of the atomic breath, it's a long-range weapon. The atomic breath has always been great with all the Godzillas, and with how effectively used it is against the Iron Giant melting him, he definitely gets weaponry. But size obviously goes to Gipsy. Even if the size is closer than I think, Gipsy is definitely going to have a major size advantage no matter what. And that will be a major factor in this fight. And Gipsy also has the feats, doing more, killing more kaijus, being such a legendary Jaeger, and that is a very tough thing to overcome. And for Mecha Godzilla, yes, he takes down the Iron Giant, and sort of takes down Gundam, even though it's really just he runs out of his power. I do think that feats definitely makes Gipsy look so much better in this fight, but I ultimately think the size is probably enough to win this fight, but even if they were the same size, I think that the feats and durability and size of Gipsy, even without the size, the feats and durability of Gipsy is going to get him the win. Gipsy is a Jaeger that finds a way to get out of any situation. Gipsy is a Jaeger that is able to examine a situation, find a way to get out of it, take down the target. This is proven through the many kaijus he's taken down, and I do think if these two were lined up, yes, Mecha Godzilla is quicker and has the weaponry, but I think Gipsy will be able to use the weapons he has. With how durable he is, he's going to be there for the long run. And because of those slices the Mecha Godzilla wasn't able to take, I definitely think Gipsy gets the win in this fight. But as always, let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup, or if you think this matchup is fair. I talked about both of these if they were the same size at the end of this video, versus the beginning where I was talking about the exact size, because there is a major size disadvantage for Mecha Godzilla. But make sure you let me know down below what you think of this matchup, and thanks for watching.